Good evening, folks. This is Wolfos31 here to play our first episode of Highfleet, Ducin Nobis. This is a game I have played before. In fact, I've even recorded it before. But I only played 3 episodes, or about 3 hours worth of time, and I got kind of overwhelmed by the technicality of the game and put it down for a while, and I've come back to it. I have played a campaign on normal difficulty off camera to its conclusion, which unfortunately included my demise. I did not win. But I have the general idea of the game, and I've found out that easy difficulty does not change much of anything except for just, lowering the damage you get slightly, lowering repair time slightly, and things of that nature. So you're not missing out on the quintessential Highfleet experience by doing easy playthrough. And the game is technical and challenging enough that I'm going to go ahead and do an easy playthrough on video and see how far we get. Not even super confident I'll win on easy difficulty because this game is super interesting. But what is Highfleet all about anyway? Well, why don't we jump in and let the game explain, and I can fill in later if I feel the need. So prologue on, new game. I have a bonus score from my prior played game, even though I lost. So we're going to roll that into this new campaign. And here we go. To the Tarkin of 3rd Task Force, Grand Duke Said. On my order, proceed to Kalu at once and meet with Prince Ilau Fazil. By imperial decree, you are to represent the crown in talks with the prince. Commander of 1st Squadron, Admiral Dodd. The great desert of Garat, an ancient kingdom ruled over this land long ago, until it was torn apart by strife and internecine war. The last king of Garat swore allegiance to the Romani Empire. This land seems to be doomed to bear the burden of war for all time. 7 years ago, an imperial officer, the Lord Governor of Kiva, overthrew the king and declared a rebellion against the emperor's rule. Now our turn has come. We have come to Garat to end this once and for all. Wake up, Tarkin! The city of Eli is on the horizon. Our long journey is finally behind us. Everyone is eager to hear you give the order to land. Okay, so navigation, right click, land on the city. We are on the map screen right now. We really can't see much of anything. That's to be expected. We're playing the prologue, so we're going to have like a sort of short tutorial. And the game is going to explain a lot of these mechanics, so I'm not going to go into them just yet. The interface feels sort of cramped and claustrophobic. That is very much on purpose, and you'll learn more about why as we play. But for now, we're going to land in the city of Eli. So let's go. So there's our fleet moving over the city of Eli. And landing. So we go ahead and open our hatch to enter the town. And we are going to land one of our ships. We'll take the Wanderer down. Landing. Basic controls. Alright. So this is the landing minigame. This time it was required, but typically the landing minigame is optional. But landing a ship through the minigame gives you bonuses based on the platform that you land on. And you can see that there were numbers on the sort of like radar view below, and now we can actually see those numbers in person. And the numbers represent the bonus
100 meters.
to our repair speed. It has no impact on the cost of repairs. Our repair speed is impacted by what we have.
Touchdown confirmed.
But
That's the landing. Good
if you
work,
botch the
everyone.
landing or come down too hard, you can actually destroy your ship. So obviously you don't want to do that. The humming of the pump drives suddenly dies down. The ship comes to a stop. You prepare to descend the ramp, accompanied by a small group of officers and your personal guard. The uncertainty that awaits you outside fills you with unease. A small group of people are waiting patiently for you at the bottom of the ramp. Their leader is a dignified nobleman surrounded by bodyguards. So, the Admiral sent you to talk to me, Tarkan. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Mark Said, Grand Duke Said. I see. Please forgive my indiscretion, Grand Duke. I have never had the pleasure of meeting you before. Think nothing of it. I'm sure the two heirs to Elat's oldest monarchies can find something to talk about. The prince nods politely. I'm here to discuss your involvement in the liberation of Jurat. Jurat is a large desert to the north of the Romani Empire. I am Grand Duke Said, and I am the son of the king of the Romani Empire. So I am coming north with my fleet to try to do something about the gathering forces up here. Liberation. We've been at war with the Gathering for over 7 years, and I still have yet to recover my father's throne. And now His Imperial Majesty's admirals mean to retake it in a single week. So the Gathering of Great Houses is an assembly of the Romani dynasties that supported the uprising against the Empire. So basically this is a civil war. I'll say 2, perhaps they will. My people cannot match the strength of the gathering fleet. We have but a single corvette for each of their heavy cruisers. Your people have fought bravely all these years. Aye, but even if, by the Almighty's mercy, the admirals land their ships in Khiva, what do you imagine will happen next? And Khiva is the main city in northern Jurat. The Lord Governor of the city was the one who began the rebellion against the Romani Empire. I will say it's too early to say. Damn it. I hope you meet with the Tarkans of Jurat. Perhaps some of them may become your allies in this war. The Tarkan of Kalu is a good friend of mine. If you can come to an understanding with him, I'm confident he will be a worthy ally. Worthy allies are exactly what we need right now. It's a shame we had to meet in such troubled times, Duke. I wouldn't expect that to bother you, Prince. Whatever do you mean, Duke? This is a time of great opportunity for men like us. Men like us? For what? Princes without kingdoms. I am most certainly pleased to meet you, Grand Duke. Alright, so we had a conversation. We've met with the Prince Fazil. We can check out supplies. Getting more fuel might be a good idea. There's also armaments that we can purchase. But I'm going to just continue the prologue and let it kind of guide me, so we're not going to worry about this right this moment. Are we heading for Kalu now? Indeed, we will depart as soon as we are ready. And as it turns out, we do need fuel, so I'm going to jump back down and increase our fuel load. Oh, that's interesting. It pegs it. Because it only wants us to get to the next stop. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so we're going to wait by holding shift to speed up time until we finish refueling. and I'll say give the order to take off. I'll choose the destination. So anything within this blue circle is my flight range. So we're going to go to Shimri in advance time and see how the blue circle retracts as time goes on. And this is, yep, an enemy fleet. They've reported our position. So we're going to go into combat. Really easy enemies though, so this is no big deal. Let's get into it. So it's side-scrolling. Mouse to aim, mouse to shoot. WASD to move. You can hold shift to use your afterburner, speed up, all that good stuff. But what we want to do is shoot, of course. So here we go. Dodge enemy fire. I'm dodging all of it. Now the first challenge in this game is that you are almost always outnumbered.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, I might retreat this ship because I don't want to lose it.
Overheating engine.
See, they just hit us really good. They did good damage.
Kill confirmed.
Okay, good. But we'll retreat this ship and we'll have another one spawn. Now it's not like this is infinite chances. These are actually distinct ships. The fleet is 4 ships right now. Gotta be careful I don't want to go down.
Kill confirmed.
Nice. So we took out the enemy ships. Our first victory. And now we can land in Shimri. I think I got an automatic repair. Maybe not. I'll land one. No, looks fine.
Beginning final approach.
This is a light ship, so it's pretty easy to land.
Fire reverse thrusters. 500 meters. 300 meters.
Coming down a little
100
fast.
meters. Everyone
Use
get
a
ready.
little bit of afterburner.
Touchdown confirmed.
There we go. Nice.
Landing complete.
Tarkin, sir, we have an opportunity to replenish missiles on our ships. I highly recommend we do so. Very well, I'll handle it. So we're going to go to Shipworks, and it actually has a missile icon. Yep, and we'll put the ships on. And that's good, and we'll repair it. Doesn't have anything to repair, so we're going to exit. Actually, no, we're not going to exit. We're going to move on to the other one. Do the same thing to each of them. Yep. Missiles are good. They allow you to get a quick early kill in some combat. Cool. Okay. We're upgrading everything with missiles. Get out of here. We need fuel to get to Calu. Tarkin, sir, I've just reported our progress to the Admiral. Admiral Dodd Sheriff Ramovich is the commander of the 1st Squadron of the Expeditionary Fleet. He happens to be your immediate superior. He is satisfied. I hate that this is my only option for a line to say. The Admiral treats me like a clueless child. He seems to have forgotten that I'm the son of his liege, the Emperor. Makes me sound like an idiot. But anyway. The capital is far away. Until we return, Admiral Dodd is the one in command. He leads the squadron, and you two are a Tarkin in his squadron. We'll depart as soon as we're ready. Okay, so we're refueling, and we are repairing ships. Done refueling, we're ready to go. We're actually not. We're going to let repairs complete, which is installing all those missiles. Now we're going to proceed to Gallu. Meet with the target. Alright. A larger battle. Enemy air defenses spotted. Focus on the enemy ships. We'll get the ground vehicle at the end. So I like this. I like small, fast ships, so we're going to stick with the Navarin. It's a decent ship. Yep, press space to launch a missile. And we have a missile coming towards us, which is undesirable. We can dodge it like that.
Engine locked.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Engine overheating.
We're in trouble. We're in trouble. I think we're going to crash. I need to retreat right now.
Missile away. Engine overheating. Missile destroyed.
Oh, missile destroyed. Okay, I don't have any missiles any longer. If I want to keep the ship, I gotta get out of here. I was far from what I wanted to happen.
Fuel system is on fire.
Okay, we can put that out. We're really not doing too well.
Missile away. Target destroyed.
Nice.
Missile launched. The enemy has been destroyed.
Nice, nice, nice. Where's our retreat? Oh, it's down low. Down low left. I have no more missiles. Although this guy's pretty good. Oh, just barely missed that.
Target
There we
destroyed.
go. Woo! Did it. One ship. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, we'll take that. Not one ship. I don't know what I was thinking. Two ships, and the first one got beat up pretty bad. But yeah, this one got torn up a little. Missing an engine. Which means it's going to be a pain in the butt to land.
Beginning final approach. Fire reverse thrusters.
It has uneven weight distribution.
500 meters.
uneven thrust.
300 meters. 100 meters. Throwing it ready.
Yep, thanks. Did not need that.
Touchdown confirmed.
Ooh. I barely pulled off that landing.
Landing complete.
Thought my leg was gonna break there. What a stunning dogfight, dude. Were you aware of the hostile anti-air defenses in Gallu, Prince? No, I was not. The Tarkin is expecting you, dude. And indeed, there is a delegation awaiting you by the ship. Imlan Harish. A tall man steps forward. He is wearing the armor of a Harishid. Former guardsman of the King of Jurat. Some Harishids now serve the Lord Governor, others have taken refuge in the vast desert of Jurat. Glory to Jurat, and welcome. It pleases me to hear this. He's a proud Elaim. The Elaims are a desert folk, the indigenous people of Jurat. The kingdom of Elam used to be independent before Jurat became part of the Romani Empire. Peace upon you, my lord. I am Imlan Harish, Doyen of Kauyu. I'm looking for allies to wage war on Kiva. Will you join us? So now I gotta try to figure out what this guy's values are. Got lucky with that. Oh, sweet. Success. Well said, Duke. So, what have you decided? Will you join us? I will join you gladly, Grand Duke. I want to meet other Tarkans. Do you know where to find them? There aren't any Tarkans around here, Duke. I've never heard of any. Thank you. I appreciate it. Character joined. And he brought with him a new ship. Tarkin, sir, some of our ships are in need of repair, and the city has a shipyard. We would do well to repair them here. Do so at once. This ship is in need of repair, yada yada yada. All you need to do is give the order to repair the ship. However, it will not be possible without spare parts. Understood, Piotr. So, if this wasn't the prologue, I would put this ship in the docks, because it has 2 working legs, it has 4 working engines, and putting it in the docks would lower the amount of repair time by a lot. But this is the prologue, so we can kind of just casually repair. And do we have any missiles? We do not. Bummer. And we'll repair this. And this is our new ship, the Gladiator. You can see it has a armored upper carapace, upper shell, but it's weak underneath. So you would want to try to flow low to the ground with this ship, and fire upwards. And it has 4 AK-100 cannons, which are pretty powerful. So this is a pretty nice little ship. Decent thrust to weight ratio, despite its size and heft. So this is like a strong ship. The Wanderer has some armor, but it's sort of sparsely, put around. There's openings to the rear and even to the sides, so not quite as heavy. But then the Neverons, they have no armor whatsoever. They're all just hull, so they get taken out quickly. But the benefit is they can dart around pretty well. Although now that I'm looking at the thrust weight, they're not as sprightly as the Gladiator even, surprisingly. Anyway. Exit out of here, get some supplies. Well, actually, not until it tells me to. Receiving a transmission from Dodd. At last. On my order, seize the city of Melka and await our main forces there. Commander of 1st Squadron, Admiral Dodd. Seems Dodd is reluctant to assault Melka with the bulk of his forces. He's sending us ahead in case they have anti-air defenses ready. That means this is our chance to get into the thick of things. So we're refueling and departing for Melka? Affirmative. And that's a decent little jaunt, so we're going to get some fuel. Alright, so we're refueling and we're repairing. And repairing for a while. Paying attention to that value. Alright, off we go. we're gonna put this Navarone first. And yeah, the Wanderer is more of a fuel tanker. It's not really a fighter so much. The Gladiator is going to be the backstop. But we'll see how far the Navarones get on their own. In a fight like this, you want to trade 1 for 1 at least. Quick changes of direction, that's what we want. Oh shoot, I didn't use my missiles. And that one had 2.
Engine overheating.
Come on, come on, come on.
Fuel tanks are on fire.
Where's
Structural damage
yeah, this
received.
one's gone.
Fuel system is on fire. Engine overheating.
It's my retreat. It's down low, down low. If you look at my diagram to the left, you can see how torn up I am.
Fuel tanks are on fire.
Yep, yep. We're not gonna. Yep. We got out of there just in time. We have no missiles on this. We're already hurt or something. Or no. This one, right. Oh!
The fuel system is
Oh,
burning.
jeez, that's not what.
Engine overheating. Structural damage received. A generator has been destroyed.
Oh, man. Come on, Gladiator.
Missile away. The fuel system is burning.
That's not what I want to see.
Target destroyed. The enemy has been destroyed.
Get with your own missile.
Missile destroyed.
That was... If this wasn't the prologue, I'd be redoing that, because that was a messy fight. I lost a Navarone. No, I guess I technically didn't. Jeez. Yeah. We'll have to land these to be able to repair them.
Fire reverse thrusters. Beginning final approach.
See if I can get this into a 60
500
spot.
meters. 300 meters.
Yeah, I should be able to. Carefully, carefully, carefully.
100 meters. Everyone get ready.
Easy, easy does
Touchdown confirmed.
it. Beautiful.
Landing complete. Fire reverse thrusters.
Get this over to the 109 spot.
Beginning final approach.
Oh good, we still have both our missiles. We're just gonna repair them.
500 meters. 300 meters.
That's a tight fit.
100 meters. Everyone get ready. Touchdown confirmed.
Nice. Alright, so now what we have to do with this, we have to repair it while it's in the sky. Until it gets basically to that point. And then... Can it fly? How long can it fly? I'm looking for combat time. Am I blind? Well, obviously it has fuel. Yeah, so if I repair it this much, which takes 8 hours, I can land it for the rest of the repairs, which will be faster. And Wanderer wasn't in battle, so that bin's fine. Game saved. The watch reports a squadron approaching. Understood, I'm on my way. Peter, Grand Duke, Admiral. Well, you have my congratulations, gentlemen. The campaign has proven to be a great success so far. And I am confident, Admiral, that we owe this success to the Duke's talents. The Admiral looks at you without saying a word. How did your talks with Prince Fazil go? I hope you followed your orders to the letter? Affirmative, Admiral. Good. Our next target is the city of Ur. We will join Skobelev's squadron there and begin our advance towards northern Gurat. Admiral Skobelev is the commander of the 2nd Squadron of the Expeditionary Fleet. His task is to provide communication with the capital. After the capture of Ur, the 2nd Squadron is to join the assault on Khiva. You've proven your mettle, Grand Duke. I will entrust you with the mission to seize Ur by force. The cruiser Diana and several Intrepid-class frigates will be transferred to your command. Thank you for your confidence, Admiral. Good. I shall not detain you any longer, then. Peter, Grand Duke. Alright, let's look at the new ships we got. So we have the Nomad, which is an Ox-heavy cruiser. This thing is an interesting ship. Has a couple of tactical missile silos, which are currently empty. Has several R9 Sprint anti-air missiles. Has quite a few R5 Zenith missiles. Whole bunch of sensor suites. Good stuff like that. Relatively light on guns. Well, no, I guess it has the Ceramats here, and then a couple 2A 37s. But yeah, interesting little ship. Truthfully, won't really ever be used in direct combat. And then the Intrepid, I should say, is not as good as Gladiator, but a very good ship nonetheless, with very powerful cannons. So, cool stuff. So we need to go to Ur, and we'll want to refuel. Tarkin, sir, we've intercepted a radio transmission. Pick up the phone quickly. So we're going to select the band. We're going to have to tune. And then we're going to find the direction. Once we have a good match, we're going to save. And we're going to get a message. It's a transmission from the enemy strike group, and it's uncoded. Now we know their bearing and destination. Strike groups are powerful enemy ship formations that hunt you. The best course of action is to avoid them at all times. Where are they going? They're going to Hamat. Excellent. We'll outmaneuver them. Now, Duke, take the ships and go to Ur by way of Kashan. Take off as soon as we're ready. So I have my radar enabled currently. I'm actually going to turn that off because I like to get it right at the top or close to it because then I can do a single pane. Radar is awesome, but it also is like a big target on your back. So you usually want to have it disabled, and you have an ELINT system and an infrared system, which can give you some intel about enemy troop movements. This game, like, the game mechanics are deep in this game. And I really, really appreciate it for that reason. Oh, we're still repairing. We're still repairing. Remember, we still need to fully repair this ship. So, one of these Navrans. Yeah, we're gonna put this in the docks now.
Fire reverse thrusters. Beginning final approach.
This thing got hit with a direct missile. I'm amazed that it survived.
500 meters.
So the bridge on these ships is always
300
the
meters.
white eagle icon. And yeah, needless to say, this thing just barely survived. It was hollowed out from the
100
underside.
meters. Everyone get ready.
But we'll get you landed and get you fully repaired.
Touchdown confirmed.
In the prologue, we don't have to worry about money. We don't really have to worry about time. But the prologue doesn't last much longer, and then this game really opens up. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of time just to repair that. And we're pretty much out of missiles. Repairing, repairing, repairing. Normally you never want to sit on a city this long. Okay, let's go to Hamat. Now it's going to want us to send a strike group ahead.
Warning, radar emission detected.
So our ELINT is telling us that we have a radar coming up ahead of us. Not... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Shoot, 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 shoot. I'm a fool. The strike group is in Hamat. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, see, that's why the ELINT is helpful. The ELINT basically tells you when it picks up a radar signature, like a strike group makes. Getting another transmission. Ah, so that's a trade ship, which I could intercept, but that's okay. We're gonna get here, we're gonna refuel as fast as we can. And we're gonna get the heck out of Dodge.
Warning, radar emission detected.
That is not what I want to see. Oh, and here I was thinking I couldn't screw up the frickin' tutorial. There is nothing I can do right now. I have to refuel to get to Kashan. I have to. The only way I can make this work is if I leave something behind. They're right on top of us. They're right on top of us. Pause. Here's what we do. We take the Nomad. Everything but the Wanderer. Oh, the Wanderer has fuel, though.
Orders confirmed. We are heading to the objective.
No, that's not what I wanted to do.
Come back in one
Shoot.
piece.
This is embarrassing. Melka was a load. Yeah. I have to go through all this again. Jeez, well, that stinks. That does really stink. Sorry, folks. Yeah. I guess if anything, it shows you how critical it is to be cautious in this game. Following the route, Kushan. They're going to Kushan. Okay, so this time we do want to go to Hamhat. The mistake I made before. Are you? You are ready. I can put you in docks. Sweet.
Fire reverse thrusters. Beginning final approach.
So, kind of in the calm before the storm here, prologue.
500 meters.
I can talk about why I like this
300
game so
meters.
much. It reminds me a little bit of this old game called Silent Hunter, which was about being, controlling a submarine in the Atlantic
100 meters. Everyone get ready.
destroying Allied shipping. Like you played as a German sub commander in World War II, and the game relied a lot on careful. I just realized I don't think I have my legs. Two. There we go. Anyway. And it was really tactical and really like you had to, really think ahead and be cautious, and that's the feeling I get with this game. Like there is a lot of, subterfuge, a lot of paying attention to, your instruments and operating by instruments and stuff like that. And it's really a lot of fun in a rather technical way, which I grant you might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I just get the biggest kick out of this game. And at first I was turned off because it was so overwhelming, but as I have gained an appreciation and an understanding for it when I was playing my normal campaign off camera, I have a better understanding of the game now, and I think I might actually do decent in this easy playthrough run. We need to make sure the enemy strike group never learns of our movements. To keep our location safe, we must destroy the garrison in Hamhat before they can sound the alarm. Our cruiser is too slow. It is unsuitable for a surprise attack. We need to form a group of our fast ships and use them to attack the enemy. Here you can see the chance that a sudden strike will succeed with the current group. Choose the fastest ships in your squadron based on their speed stat. So it's actually the Intrepid, and the Navarins, and the Gladiator. Excellent, the group is ready. Now send it to Hamhat, move the cursor to the hat, and press the left button. Usually you press the right button to move fleets.
Roger that. Godspeed.
So they're going to fly ahead. And the goal is they get the jump on the enemy. So, yep, we're up against a Lightning, which is a very powerful ship, and a Jaguar, which I don't think I've fought before. But we have missiles on the Navarin, at least. I guess the Gladiator doesn't have them. So we're going to use those.
Missile launched. The fuel system is burning. Target destroyed.
Target destroyed, we need to retreat. So our fuel system's on fire, we're just going to get worse. Putting this out.
Kill confirmed.
Oh, that was easy. Sweet. Must have hit a ammo bin. Not bad, only moderate damage. So we'll just wait for the rest of the fleet to join up
Over.
and turn off our radar again. And we're gonna go ahead and land. I'm not even sure how the Nomad got damaged, but okay.
Fire reverse thrusters. Beginning final approach. 500 meters. 300 meters.
I like leaving the burn for the pretty much the last minute.
100 meters. Throwing it ready. Touchdown confirmed.
Beautiful.
That's the landing. Good work, everyone.
That'll take a while, but that's okay. And our goal is to get to Any news from the capital? Not much. The situation's still grim. The rebels are firmly entrenched in Kadim Ridge. The gathering of big houses is an assembly of the Romani destinies that supported the uprising against the Empire. It'll be a long while before we can drive them out. And what of that reactor everyone's talking about? Does it really exist? Everyone's talking? Peter's voice trails off. He looks at you for several seconds in silence. You should probably ask the Admiral about that, Grand Duke. Okay, so we have an idea of our objective. Seize in the short term. Something about a reactor in the long term. Radio transmission. Heading southwest, en route, Kushan Mocha. Okay. That's the strike group. We're still avoiding them, no problem. We just need to finish repairing and refueling, and we'll be on our way. Caesar. No one knows what might be waiting for us, Duke. Should the going get tough, I ask that you request reinforcements from the Admiral. Rest assured, General, I would never put my men at risk just to save face. I'm glad to hear that, Duke. Should you require reinforcements, just use the internal comms to contact the Admiral. Hopefully we don't need to. Okay. We probably want... maybe too many. Let's see. Gladiator gets the best. 2 Intrepids and a Gladiator. Would that be the best? Kind of heavier craft, but I figure that's okay. Give it a shot.
Orders confirmed. We are headed to the objective now. Come back in one piece.
That's a lot of enemy ships. Couple ground units. Oh man, I don't know if I have enough units. We do have some missiles. We'll use the missiles right away.
system is
we're
on
in really
fire.
rough shape.
Engine overheating. Fuel system is on fire. Engine lost.
We just barely got out of there.
Missile away. The enemy has been destroyed.
Worth it. That was one of their heavy ships.
Engine overheating. Structural damage received. Kill confirmed. Overheating engine.
Come on.
Engine lost.
That's it.
Fuel system is on fire. Engine overheating. Engine lost. Fuel system is on
I
fire.
don't think I can
Fuel 50%.
get out of here.
Evacuate the ship.
Evacuate, nothing I could do. No missiles.
Engine overheating.
Come on, get below them, get below them.
Kill confirmed. Engine overheating.
Come on, stop, stop.
Target destroyed. Kill confirmed.
Barely escaped, lost one ship. Still, we managed to do it with our forward fleet.
We're rejoining formation. Welcome back.
Brutal. Yeah, that thing's cooked. We lost one of the Intrepids.
Fire reverse thrusters. Beginning final approach. Meters. 300 meters.
Alright.
100 meters. Everyone get ready. Touchdown confirmed. That's the landing. Good work, everyone.
As we entered the city of Ur, a large crowd of people welcomed us as heroes with cries of joy. Congratulations, Duke, what a glorious victory. Well done, Mark. Now all the naysayers will have no choice but to shut their mouths. I swear, even Dodd will rejoice in today's success. Thank you, Peter. Shall I report to the Admiral? Certainly. Why wait? That was the moment when we realized that the hearts of the people of Jrat were on our side. What a beautiful day it was. We celebrated victory in the present without a care in the world for what lay ahead of us. Dun dun dun. Ominous foreshadow. By order of High Command, remain in Ur and await further instructions. I have been ordered to return to our point of origin, no explanation provided. Admiral Skopolev. So the plan is changing. On the morning of the sixth day, the observation station reported a large vessel approaching from the south. All of our forces were put on high alert. It was a lone ship, approaching slowly and showing no signs of aggression. Hope began to spread among the officers. Perhaps it was one of Skopalev's vessels, but when it got close enough, we recognized it. The Imperial cruiser Sevastopol. Look at how massive this thing is. Holy crap. It was staggeringly gigantic, a veritable flying mountain. We assembled an honor guard and prepared to meet the crew. But, to our astonishment, the first man to step down the ramp was a tall Elan wearing a golden mask. Behind him was an endless crowd of people with terrible burns and gruesome wounds, all of them Romani from the capital. It was then that we finally heard the terrible news. The capital of the Empire had suffered a nuclear strike 4 days ago. Saidi stronghold burned down in an instant, reduced to a smoldering desert of radioactive waste. What remained of the Imperial fleet was in a disarray, trying desperately to fight off the gathering's advancing forces. We were at a loss for words. We didn't know what to do. Most of us wanted to head for the capital and join the battle, knowing that the war was already as good as lost. Gentlemen, I have assembled you here to discuss our future activities in light of the most recent events. My opinion is this: we must press on and continue our advance towards Khiva. Peter, the news from the capital has rendered this entire operation moot. We must return to the motherland at once, the sooner the better. On the contrary, taking Khiva is more important than ever, if you would allow me to elucidate. I've had several lengthy conversations with the crew of the Sevastopol. It pains me to say this, but I'm convinced that the war in the south is lost. Returning to the motherland will spell certain doom for us. We all had similar suspicions. Now that those fears have been put into words, many of the officers averted their gaze. Then what do you propose, Peter? There was exhaustion in Dodd's voice. The rebel fleet is currently engaged in heavy combat in the south. Now is the time to mount an offensive in the north and take Khiva by force. And what comes next will just delay the inevitable. Sooner or later they will come to Khiva. I have reason to believe that our intel on the reactor is accurate. If we can seize it, they won't fight back. They will come to the bargaining table to ensure that the reactor is intact. Perhaps we might be able to strike a deal. Peter looked around as the officers considered his words. We have to send a vessel to re-establish communications with the capital. Once we have a reliable line to the south. There's no time for that, Sheriff. If we do not mount an assault on Khiva here now, it will be too late. We spent the rest of the night and the entire following day discussing Peter's plan. Eventually, we agreed to send the cruiser Diana to the south in a bid to re-establish the communications with the Empire. The rest of our forces hastily began preparations to reach Khiva and assault it. The Sevastopol became the flagship of the new squadron. At some point, an officer asked who would command the offensive. Peter readily replied with a plan of his own. He stood up and spoke with confidence. No one yet knows what has befallen the Emperor, he said, so the Grand Duke, the sole legitimate heir of the dynasty, must lead the remains of the Romani fleet in this offensive. Admiral Dodd balked at the idea, but his furious cries of protest were ignored. The officers eagerly supported the general's suggestion. The thought of the heir to the throne leading the charge himself did wonders for their morale. The unanimous support they showed me was certainly uplifting, but at the same time I was terrified. A moment ago I had been a Tarkan. A Tarkan is an officer of the Imperial fleet. Tarkans command the operational groups in a squadron. But now I was the embodiment of the entire Romani Empire. In their eyes, the Romani Empire is the largest state in the known world. It was founded in the 1st century by the highest-ranking members of the fleet. Duke Syed, chosen to rule the empire, became the first hereditary monarch. Grand Duke, you must choose the ships that will join us for the Kiva offensive. All right. Yep, and my bonus score did get rolled over, which is good. And we're going to go to easy difficulty, like I said. So I'm only going to choose stock ships. The Andalin is a ship I've made, and I'm tempted to take it, but I'm not going to. I'll stick with just stock ships, and then once we get in and start playing, I might modify ships. But okay, with all that said, let's figure out what we want. The Sevastopol is actually not that great as a flagship. It needs some modification, but you definitely want Skylark. Skylark Mark II is better, but that's my design. So we'll get a couple of Skylarks, a couple of Lightnings. They have like 80,000 left. I could get a longbow if I wanted. That is somewhat tempting. Gosh, the lightning is so ridiculous how fast it is. 12 thrust to weight ratio, 450 kilometers an hour. With an 890 range. Just, it's a phenomenal ship. I kind of want to get a Fennec. I got an Intrepid. Yeah, I like Intrepid better than the Wanderer. The Gladiator's too expensive. We'll get an Intrepid and a Fennec. And maybe one more Intrepid. I mean, that's a stacked deck. That's really good. Yeah, that's low money, but I like that layout. And that's what we're going to start with. We were days away from departing for Kiva to begin our offensive when that strange Elaine in a golden mask approached me. No Elaine can endure the open air for long, so many of them hide their faces. I'd grown used to that. But this one was unlike the others. People began to whisper when he walked by. Other Elaines called him Al-Sari and treated him with particular reverence. I know that Dodd questioned him. He tried to get him to talk about the people who came with him on the Sevastopol, but he certainly didn't get very far. This Elaine convinced the crew of the Sevastopol to take the ship to Ur, and that is all we know about him. I cannot imagine what he did to convince them, but in doing this, he earned our eternal gratitude. Without the cruiser on our side, the Kiva offensive would be impossible. Grand Duke, allow me to speak with you. This was the first time I had ever heard his voice. The mask muffled it so much I couldn't discern his age. I know you hope the Tarkans of Jurat will support you against Kiva. The infamous Omar Khan has found refuge to the northwest of Ur. I believe he can be a loyal ally to you. If you meet him, I kindly ask you to give him this. The Master Elaine presents you with a small, delicate pot. The Elaine bows to you and leaves. Look inside the small pot. The very bottom of the pot is covered in a strange ointment. Its smell is strong and heavy, but quite pleasant. So a Tarkin has found refuge in a city to the northwest of here. It would make sense to seek him out. Would you like me to brief you on the operation, Grand Duke? Certainly, Peter. Very well. Our objective is to capture the Kiva reactor. The city of Kiva is in the northern reaches of Durat. It's protected by the governor's own squadron. We need to force them out of the city. It is imperative that the reactor remain completely intact, which means that nuclear strikes against Kiva are not an option. However, we will face far worse threats to the success of this operation before we even reach Kiva. According to our intel, there are 5 gathering strike groups equipped with nuclear weapons somewhere in Durat. I strongly suggest avoiding them at all costs. The strike groups move from city to city on average once a day. If the enemy spots us and has time to report it, strike groups will try to get close to us and fire missiles. So we need to steer clear of them and track their movements at all times. Information about the movement of strike groups can be obtained from the radio interception, or by capturing one of the troposcatter communication stations. Due to Durat's vast size, the enemy had to use these stations to send messages. Even one such station could supply us with priceless intel on the strike group's whereabouts, as well as the location of their aircraft carriers. And their missile carriers. Oh, so fun. All of which is of extreme importance if we are to prevail in this operation. The aircraft carriers, for one, can deploy attack aircrafts from as far as 2,000 kilometers away. We must always keep this in mind. And lastly, there are also transport ships moving to and fro between the cities of Durat. They are hardly, if ever, escorted, and could be easy pickings for us. A captured transport ship would be quickly ransomed for a sizable sum in any city, Duke, and we could really use some extra funds. Alright. So we have now been turned loose. The map randomly generates every time you play. This is fantastic. This is a good spawn. Where's our first objective city? Oh, Tabal, over here. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're starting. We only have 5,000 funds. Really not a lot at all. But we should be able to carefully eke out a living. And it's a long goal, but eventually we are going to get all the way up to Kiva. But we're already over an hour. This has been Wolfhouse 31. We are playing Highfleet, and I am going to be streaming this, for the foreseeable future, playing this easy playthrough, and trust me, if Highfleet delivers, which so far it always has for me, this will be not necessarily as easy as the title would imply. But looking forward to it, and we'll get into sneaky silent strike warfare next time. Until then, cheers.